Hello everyone, welcome to Students Point. This is 5th of July and today we have to see 11 selected questions. Each question has lot many explanations, so be attentive and be focused till the end. And if you are finding my videos useful, don't forget to like the video and share the video with your friends and loved ones. Also don't forget to subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon so that you receive the notification of all the important videos from this channel and never miss any opportunity to learn and grow every day. Let's move ahead. First, you have to answer one question in the comment section. The question is Dharma Chakra Day will be observed on. These are the options. Read the options carefully, then answer it in the comment. Let's begin now the first question. Prerak Duar Samman in news recently is related to. So, Prerak Duar Samman is related to awarding cities on cleanliness. So, here C is the right answer. And this Prerak Duar Samman has been announced as a new category of awards by Minister of Housing and Urban Affairs in the Swachh Sarvekshan 2021, which is the 6th edition of annual Cleanliness Survey of Urban India, which is conducted annually by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. This award will have 5 subcategories. Out of these 5 subcategories, each subcategory will have 3 cities ranked within this. These 5 subcategories include Divya or Platinum, Anupam or Gold, Ujwal or Silver, Udit or Bronze, Arohi or Aspiring. And the ranking of cities will be based on how they manage their waste in their cities. The next question now, NASA's invention of a pendant that stops you from touching your face is named as. So recently NASA has developed a pendant, and this pendant will stop the wearer from touching his or her face. And this device has been called as Pulse by NASA. So yes, C is the right answer. When a person wearing this gadget gets their hands too close to their face, knowingly or unknowingly, Pulse triggers a beeping noise and alerts the wearer of the same. The gadget is to be worn around the neck and worn the best, or it works the best when placed 6 inches below the chin. The next question now, Amangarh Tiger Reserve is located in. So it is located in the state of UP. So here A is the right answer. And there are 3 tiger reserves in UP. These are Amangarh, which is located in Bijnor district of UP, then Pilbit and Dudua, which is located in Lakhimpur Kheri. Last day we have seen a new species of snake which was found after several years in Lakhimpur Kheri. And this tiger reserve was in news because the Saharanpur Divisional Commissioner has sent a proposal to UP government to declare the Shivalik forest in the Saharanpur circle a tiger reserve. And I will upload a demo test today or tomorrow in the afternoon. You can watch that demo if you wish to enroll yourself into monthly current affairs test series, as many of you has already enrolled into this test series. Those who still want to have a demo, I will upload it today or in the tomorrow evening or in the afternoon. Watch that demo. I will provide some questions from each of these topics. You will get an idea of the questions. Next question now. Consider the following statements about Mobile Master G. It is a classroom to home teaching setup that can record the lectures or instructions by teachers using smartphones. This statement is correct and it has been developed by IIT Kanpur. This statement is also correct. So both of these statements are correct. C is the right answer. And it will be useful for the students, particularly in rural areas. Next question now. International Day of Cooperatives is being celebrated on. So this day is being celebrated on 4th of July. So here B is the right answer. And the theme for this year is Let's Cooperate and Invite Everyone to Fight for Climate Action. I repeat the theme once again. Let's cooperate and invite everyone to fight for climate action. And this International Day of Cooperatives is an annual celebration of the cooperative movement that takes place on the first Saturday of every July since the year of 1923. The next question now. Consider the following statements about heparin. Now this question is very important. Be attentive everyone. Heparin. It is a blood thinner that has long been used in patients vulnerable to blood clots in their legs, lungs, heart or other body parts. This statement is correct and it is used to reduce their risk of heart attacks, strokes and pulmonary embolism. This is also correct. So here again C is the right answer. And during the COVID-19 crisis, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare included this drug in its clinical management guidelines for the treatment of COVID-19 patients in ICU. The drug was in use because India's drug pricing regulator has allowed pharmaceuticals company to increase the ceiling price of this essential medicine heparin by up to 50% until December 31st of this year. The next question now. Consider the following statements about India's dependence on China. Let's see the statements. India's imports from China accounted for 65 billion US dollar out of two-way trade of 82 billion US dollar in 2019-2020. This statement is correct. So you can assume the dependence of India that around 65 billion US dollar is being imported to India only from China. So we are largely dependent on China for cheap imports. And India imports 70 to 90% of the active pharmaceutical ingredients for the pharma industries of India from China. This statement is also correct. These active pharmaceutical ingredients are used to make drugs in India. So dependency can be realized from this fact that 70 to 90% of active pharmaceutical ingredients are imported from China. And if China decides to stop the supply of these active pharmaceutical ingredients, it will create a huge havoc in the country as it will restrict the supply of essential medicines in the country. So since here both of these statements are correct, so C is the right answer again. And China's export to India, on the other hand, account only less than 3% of its overall exports. So if China wishes to sustain these losses, it can easily do that, even if India sanctions many of its companies. As China's total export to India accounts only for 3%. So India needs to be very cautious and very selective in its measures, because if China retaliates, India will be in very much difficult position to sustain. India has been taking several steps to stop Chinese investments and engagements in the Indian economy. India has recently stopped 59 Chinese apps, including TikTok and UC browser. It is estimated that the ban will cost the TikTok around 6 billion US dollar, as around 10 crore users of TikTok were belonging to India, which are around 30% of the total users of TikTok throughout the world, and 10% of the revenue collection of the TikTok were coming from India only. However, despite taking this step, we can only affect only some of the companies of China and not the Chinese economy as a whole. Also recently, Ministry of Road and Transport has announced that Chinese companies are restricted from participating into the road construction projects. The next question now, the term jade refers to, the term jade refers to a mineral. So here B is the right answer. It refers to an ornamental mineral mostly known for its green varieties. It can refer to either two different minerals, either it is nephrite or it is jadeite. Nephrite is a silicate of calcium and magnesium in the amphibole group of minerals, while jadeite is a silicate of sodium and aluminium in the pyroxene group of minerals. So in examination they may confuse you by replacing the options. They will interchange the options. For nephrite they will write that it is a silicate of sodium and aluminium. For jadeite they may write that it is a silicate of calcium and magnesium. So don't confuse. Remember that jadeite is a silicate of sodium and aluminium, while nephrite is a silicate of calcium and magnesium. And in Myanmar, recently at least 162 people have been killed in a landslide at a jade mine in Hapakant in northern Kachin province. That is why this mineral was in news. And Hapakant is located on Yui River, and it is to be noted that Myanmar is the largest source of jadeite in the world. And if you have not liked the video yet, do like it and share the video with your friends and loved ones. The next question now. Which article provides that Council of Ministers shall be collectively responsible to the State Legislative Assembly? So Article 164 Clause 2 provides that Council of Ministers shall be collectively responsible to the State Legislative Assembly, and this very article forms the basis of parliamentary system at the state level. So here D is the right answer. And Article 163 Clause 1 provides that there shall be a Council of Ministers with the Chief Minister as the head to aid and advise the Governor in the exercise of his functions. The question was in the context of recent expansion of Council of Ministers in Madhya Pradesh. The next question now. Consider the following statements about Purchasing Managers Index. It is an index of prevailing direction of economic trends in the manufacturing and service sector. The statement is correct. and it provides information about current and future business conditions to company decision makers, analysts, and investors. This statement is also correct, so again C is the right answer here. And IHS Market India Service Business Activity Index, which is also the Service Purchasing Managers Index, has recently observed the contraction of service sector activity in the country for almost fourth consecutive month in June 2020. And please note that service sector accounts for 57% of the total GDP of the country. The next and last question now. The Hagia Sophia Museum is located in Turkey. So here D is the right answer. And recently it was in news because government of Turkey has decided to convert Istanbul's iconic Hagia Sophia Museum into a mosque. However, Greece has objected to this move of Turkey. Greece has even appealed to UNESCO against the use of this museum for political purpose. It is said that Turkey government is trying to get the support of people in its country as it has lost many local elections in the country. It is also trying to get the support of Arab countries in the backdrop of US announcement and acceptance of Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. And Hagia Sophia is the former Greek Orthodox Christian Patriarchal Cathedral, later an Ottoman Imperial Mosque, and now a museum located in Istanbul. It was built in 537 AD during the reign of Justinian I, who was the Eastern Roman Emperor. And in 1934, Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, who was the founder of Republic of Turkey, converted the mosque into a museum in an attempt to make the country more secular. So I hope you find the video useful. Do like and share, subscribe and press the bell icon. Wait for the upcoming video. Until then, stay safe and thanks for watching.